Paul, we're just spoken to Mark McNulty. What are your thoughts on his call-up?
Yeah, terrific news for him, the club, and for Scotland as well, because they've not had a look at him, do you know what I mean? And he's proven over the last few years he is a goal scorer, and he's come up here and shown that. And I'm guessing that Scotland have been desperate for him to get game time. He'll been on the radar, doing really well at Coventry, got a move and not played as much as everyone would have liked, and now he is back playing and scoring. It's the right time to have a look at him.
How much of a difference has he made up here? Obviously it's well documented that Hibs were looking for a striker before you came in, and then obviously that problem seems to have cleared up quite a lot since he's joined. Yeah,
obviously I don't know before, I weren't working with the other boys before, but him and Flo have done really well since I've come in. With the ball, without the ball, I think they understand that the harder they work without the ball, the more chances we can create for them as a team. And they've scored different types of goals as well. So yeah, we're really pleased and really pleased for him. And everyone should, the club, the fans, everyone should be really proud.
I know you were quite frustrated after the Rangers game that the focus wasn't really on your team and how they played. What were your thoughts on that performance?
Really good. Watching it back, I knew we defended well. I knew in all types of ways. I knew we defended well in terms of keeping them away from our goal. But they played really well first half, and then there was times when we had to just put his body on the line, emergency defending, throwing your body in there, and we did it. And we just sort of come back into the game first half, and they scored the goal after one of our best chances. So that was frustrating, because you think you might have weathered the storm, but we couldn't have had complaints about being behind. But then second half we were even better defensively. Hfcvmfc never had one save to make, and that was a lot more controlled defending from every player. And also the fact that we stopped Rangers having as much of the ball, because we were better with the ball. We got pressure on the ball higher up the pitch, and made ourselves difficult for Rangers to deal with us. So it showed a bit of everything, that performance.
You see your philosophy getting more and more imprinted on the team with every game?
So certainly character, certainly. The players have to understand that they've earned that point, just as they earned the 3 before in the previous games, but we really earned that, and it takes everything to win games. You can't just rely on yourself having a good day and the opposition having a bad day. You have to beat your best all the time, and then you win more than you lose. So certainly that character was evident, certainly the organisation without the ball. And then the pleasing thing, I think I mentioned straight after the game, was the other shape that we would like to play. We threw it on them at half time and just went through 2 key points, and they responded really, really well. So yeah, day by day, week by week, the players are getting a better understanding.
Unfortunately there was crowd trouble and another home game this weekend. How much is it on your mind and potentially the players' minds that these sorts of events can happen quite frequently?
In honesty, no, it hasn't. Till you've asked the question, till preparing for this for the press. But afterwards, certainly you mentioned after, yeah, it ruined the evening for me, the players, the rest of the people at the club, and I'm sure the majority of the fans. Everyone was asking me, not just press, but people asking about that incident, because it was all over the news and the sports news, and it's frustrating because the players never got the credit they deserved, and the club's getting tarnished in a way where it's not a true representation, really, if you like, of all the fans that's there attending. So disappointing is the way it is. You feel a little bit let down, and I'm sure everyone feels that way.
There's been a bit of debate as to whether we should call these people who cause the trouble fans. Do you see these people as fans, or...?
No, because they're not coming to watch the football, are they? They're coming with an intention of doing something like that. The fans are the ones who support the team, get behind the team, represent the club in the right way, and the people who the club are proud to call fans as well. So it works both ways. I've said before that fans are the people who keep the club going, and they want people working and representing their club who they can be proud of, but then vice versa. Everyone involved in the club wants the fans who they can be proud of. So no, a football fan goes with the intention of supporting the team, and watching and trying to do their little bit if they can to get behind the team and help them achieve success.
Motherwell, as a team, have been in really good form recently. What have you made of how they've been playing and what sort of opponent will they be?
A very tough one. Everyone's found them difficult to beat. They're on a fantastic run of form, and they're chasing, so they're dangerous, they're hungry. They're, for all intents and purposes, they could have been approaching these last few games with a must-win attitude because of they're far behind, and it's probably similar this week. We must win to get in the top 6. Games are running out and they're still chasing, so it means for a dangerous team, nothing to lose. So regardless how the pattern of the game goes, at some point they'll be throwing everything at us, and we have to be ready for that.
How key do you see this game to who gets in the top 6?
Oh, it's key, yeah. We're obviously in a good position. Looking at Motherwell's games they've got left, they've got some tough ones, so again that'll influence their approach. And it's two teams, we've had it before with St Johnstone, where you can get one over and on your nearest competitor, if you like. Sometimes you win and your opponents win, and the gap stays the same. We know on Saturday that there'll be a 3-point swing whichever way, so that's really important.
When you came in, top 6 looked quite a distant away. Now that you've got here, is this further than your expectations at the moment?
No, that's not changed. Top 6 was the goal. The fact that we've started really well and unbeaten in the league has put us in a position where it's realistic now. But all that hard work and that will mean nothing if we don't get there. It's where we finish, after the split. That's what we're aiming to achieve. But that hard work and those good performances we've already put in have put us in with a shout.
And you've got a bit of momentum now. Is that going to be important?
Yeah, momentum's important. The other thing, we hopefully will start to get players back. Suspensions, injuries, because we've got the international break, so hopefully we can get a few more numbers into the squad. It's not to say that they're going to play, because the boys who've been in the team have done fantastically well, but at any point, as we saw last weekend, you can lose someone else for a different reason. So we want as many people back fighting for the place as we can get.
Has suspensions been a frustration for you? There's been almost every week you've had one to deal with.
Yeah, they're frustrating, just the position as well, obviously. Darren's state of the game, how late it was, we could have done without it because of the next game. That was my first thought. It weren't what it meant for those last 2 minutes in that game, and my mind immediately switched to what it meant for Motherwell on Saturday. So yeah, you can do without it, but it's part of it, and as I said, it's an opportunity for someone else. We've shown that if players are doing well, they keep the shirt, they stay in the team, or you have to really fight hard to get in the team, like Steffi did. Steffi earned his place in the team and then he stayed in the team. So the boys who are fit and available have always got a head start.
Just going back to Mark briefly, does that give the rest of the players an incentive to show what you can achieve?
Certainly, yeah, certainly. And that's why it's really pleasing for me. I'd always encourage the boys to be going. We've got quite a few boys away on international duty, different youth levels, different countries, and it's important because that's what we're showing. We're playing at a good level, we're in a good league, and everyone's happy then that their respective associations are watching them play here. So yeah, it's good, and that's the way it should be, and it's the reward for playing games, I still don't think every footballer realises how important it is to be playing games, and Sparky's shown that, frustrated at not playing after getting a good move, which was right, and then the first opportunity he gets, the next window, he wants to come out and play, and he's been rewarded for it.
How's Ryan Gold?
Okay, so he's been progressing well, so I'd love to get him back in training next week at some point.
He's not training yet?
No, no.